Peace out there to all my home inspectors. Hey, I got a question for you. Have you ever thought about how am I going to price my services to where I'm not selling myself short and also where I'm not scaring away my customers? Have you ever thought about that? If so, I want you to stick around and watch this video. By the time we finish this video, you're going to know how to price your services like a true pro, and you're going to be able to sit back and just watch your business grow. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, before we get into the nitty gritty, the details about how to price your home inspector services, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on any of the free game that we talk about here on my channel. Let's go ahead and get started. So obviously the number one question is how much should I charge for a home inspection? Well, there are 4 factors that will help you determine how much a home inspection should cost. Number 1 is your market. Obviously, a home inspection in Canton, Ohio won't be the same cost as a home inspection in Los Angeles, California. What you want to do is conduct market research. You want to do some digging and do some research on local home inspectors in your market and see what they're charging. If you look up, 20 inspectors and everybody's charging no less than $500, then you know that's the average market rate for a home inspection in your area is $500. So one of the number 1 factors that will determine your pricing for home inspections is your market or where you live. The second factor that will help you to determine your pricing is the size and the age of the property. So obviously the size, the larger a home is, the more, a 1,500 square foot house will be cheaper to inspect than a 3,000 square foot house. So size obviously plays a role in it. And then also age. Typically older homes are going to have a lot more defects. There's going to be a lot more that you have to look at and also report on. So age, older homes typically have an additional cost. So that's the second factor that will help you determine your pricing is size and age of the property. Number 3 is your experience. Home inspecting is no different. Once you're an expert in your market and everybody knows it, you can obviously charge more. As you start to grow as a home inspector, when you start to get so many home inspections that you're starting to get crazy booked, that's a good sign for you. You need to go ahead and increase your prices. You're a new home inspector, as I mentioned before, and the average is $500. Don't be afraid to start out a little bit low so that you can get your reps and start to get comfortable with your inspection flow, your tools, etc., etc. But on the other end of that, if you are an experienced home inspector, your prices should reflect that. Good is not cheap and cheap is not good. In the marketplace, there's this perception that if you are actually a good inspector, nobody's expecting you to be cheap. So if you're a good inspector, don't be cheap. Number 4, the 4th factor that will help you to determine your prices is the services that you're providing. We all know that there's the general residential home inspection, but what about your ancillary services, mold sample testing, radon, sewer scoping, etc., etc.? What additional services are you providing for your client that would obviously increase your bottom line or how much money you would charge for each inspection? There you have it. You got 4 factors that you can quickly identify and use to help you properly price your services. It does no good to be in business and not be making any money. As we wrap up this video, I want to ask you a question, a common question among home inspectors is should I put my pricing on my website? But I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's a good idea, or if you are a home inspector, do you think it's a good idea to list your pricing on your website? If so, why or why not? I found this video to be helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and a like. Again, don't forget to subscribe for more insider tips on the home inspection industry, how to get started and build a successful home inspection company. Until the next time, happy inspecting. Let's flow.